Yo, what's up? Ogechi, Aghaji, aka Oaghaji here, back in the building with another review for y'all ladies and gents, dudes and dudettes, and niggas and niggerettes. You feel me? Now, before I begin, I just want to let y'all know, as usual, that if y'all hear any background noises and talking and whatnot, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So, with that out of the way, let's begin this review. Today's review is going to be on the 2005 Thai martial arts film classic Tom Yong-gun, aka The Protector, starring the legendary Tony Jaa. So, without further ado, let us begin. Let's continue on with this review, I would say. And I'm going to read this synopsis as best as possible in the back of this DVD, courtesy of Dragon Dynasty. And before I do that, I just want to let y'all know, it's, like I said, it stars Tony Jaa. It also has Johnny Choi Nguyen, Jin Shin. Let's see, Petchtai, Wongkamlao, Bongkot, Kongmalai. Who else? Nathan B. Jones, Lateef Santos from the Zero Gravity Stunt Team. Shouts to him. And John Fu, also known as Jonathan Patrick Fu, or just simply known as John Woo. And the fight choreography is done by Tony Jaa and Panna Rittikrai, and directed by Prachya and is produced by Samsak Tetran Paset. Sorry, y'all, I need to, pronounce it. Yeah, it's Techa Ratana Prasa. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go, y'all. Martial arts superstar Tony Jaa burns up the screen in his first film since Bak made him an international sensation. Reuniting with his Bak director, Jaa delivers bone-breaking thrills and amazing gravity-defying action, performed without stunt doubles, wires, or CGI, packed with incredible fight scenes, memorizing Muay Thai moves, and a jaw-dropping final showdown that pits Jaa against 50 enemies. Well, that's just how they have it with this DVD. But I'm going to talk about the real plot in this film. Now, the film starts out with Tony Jaa's character, who's, enjoying his time in his village in Thailand with his, pet elephant. However, later on, his pet elephant has been kidnapped, by a bunch of smugglers, especially ones that are Chinese. And he has to fight many, many enemies to get his elephant back, with a lot of his Muay Thai and Muay Baran moves, of course. So that's the gist of the story, but I just want to, the reason why I'm saying all this, because I don't want to spoil the story for y'all, if that makes sense. But if y'all watch this movie, y'all know what I'm talking about. The story in this is pretty good, straightforward and to the point, and written very well. And the characters are very well written, especially Tony Jaa's character, who wants to get his elephant back. And his journey comes to some bumps, let's just say that, because again, spoilers. Tony Jaa does a good job with his acting here, no complaints there. Petchtai Wongkamlao, aka Jokmok, definitely did his thing here. It's good to see John trying to win, John Fu, and Lateef Crowder and Nathan B. Jones in their roles, and they did a good job displaying very physicality, with John trying to win, with his skills in Vo Vietnam, and Wushu and whatnot. John Fu with his Kung Fu background and Wushu background. Lateef Santos with his Capoeira background, and Nathan B. Jones being the big guy, the strong guy, It's just fun. That's all I have to say. The story and characters all get a 4 out of 5. A 4.5 out of 5. The action is just phenomenal, with Tony Jaa, fighting against 50 enemies, especially on one take, which is awesome, His fights with Lateef Santos, who that uses Capoeira, John Fu, that uses Kung Fu, Nathan B. Jones, being this big, strong man, as well as Johnny Nguyen, with his skills in the Vietnamese martial art, Vo Vietnam, as well as Chinese Wushu, in Taekwondo, Korean Taekwondo or Taekwondo for us filthy Westerners. I mean, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? It's just awesome. And the fight scenes were very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, and very well lit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tony Jaa and Panna Rittikrai definitely did their thing in this. And Panna Rittikrai, you know, before he became known as his fight choreographer throughout the world, he gained some fame and a cult following as a leading man in a lot of these independent martial arts films in Thailand back in the 80s. Especially with films like Born to Fight, which would be remade in the 2000s, and I reviewed that. You know, be sure to check that out. In fact, I reviewed the original 80s one and the 2005 one as well, you know, in my channel. There and a bunch of other, you know, Thai martial arts action films afterwards, especially Thai Police Story. And there's also, you know, Spiritual Killer, Spirited Killer, which he has his protege Tony Jaa in, you know, as one of the grunts, which is cool. And, you know, if you don't know, now you know. And I'm going to do a martial arts movie spotlight on Panna Rittikrai because he definitely deserves his props of not only as a great fight choreographer, but also as a great martial arts leading man, actor, and as well as stuntman and director. So, yeah. The film as a whole was shot very well too, you know what I'm saying? No complaints there. And the music, pretty dope. No complaints at all either. So, the action, cinematography, editing, lighting, and music, 5 out of 5. Tops, each. Overall, Tom Yum-goong, aka The Protector, is an awesome Thai martial arts film and an awesome Tony Jaa film. I highly recommend y'all checking this out. You feel me? Especially when you see some awesome Muay Thai and Muay Baran being displayed on film. So, this film gets a 5 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review, you know what I'm saying, despite some of the background noises and some of the hiccups here and there on my end. So, I humbly apologize on that. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about Tom Yum-goong, aka The Protector, in the comments below if y'all watched it already. And, you know, if y'all like this video, y'all can hit that like button and share it. If y'all enjoy this type of content, y'all can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep y'all notified. You feel me? Y'all can also follow me in my other social media accounts. And stay tuned for more reviews and more of the videos along the way. So with all that said, y'all, this is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, a.k.a. Oaghaji, a.k.a. the Pervy Sensei from the West Coast, West Los Angeles to be exact, signing out. Peace.